Natural hair is childish? Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Deandra Vaughn. If you are new here, I do a lot of natural hair content as well as mental health and counseling content. And this particular topic about natural hair being childish, it just spoke to me. Like, I had to come on here and talk to y'all about this. Okay, so basically this topic went viral on social media, specifically TikTok. And the video was of a black girl, and she was sharing her thoughts about why she does not wear her natural hair. And she was saying it makes her look childish, or she feels like it makes her look childish. Now, I will say that she did not say natural hair is childish, but she was just talking about her own experience, and it just turned into this whole thing on TikTok about natural hair or wearing your natural curly hair being childish. So I'm just gonna preface this video by stating the obvious, which is that I look young, okay? I just turned 30 in January, and it's like, 30 where? Like, nobody ever thinks that I'm 30. And I recognize that I look young, but I've never associated it with my hair being naturally curly. I always just said it's because of my face, it's my body type. I'm very petite, I'm only 5'2", and I'm slim. So by default, I look young. But I've never been like, oh yeah, wearing my natural hair is making me look young. Like, that just was never a thing for me. So when I saw this topic, I honestly thought that it was pretty strange. Like, I could literally wear my natural hair straight every single day and I would still look young. Like, it doesn't have anything to do with my hair being curly. And I will say that I think the reason why this video went viral and why it was so controversial and polarizing was because of the word choice. Natural hair, or my natural hair, makes me look childish. Like, why childish? I feel like if it had just been, I feel like I look younger with my natural hair, or I feel like curly hair just makes me look younger versus straight hair, I don't even think that it would have went viral. Like, I think a lot of people would have probably been like, okay, cool, that makes sense. But it's the childish piece that just made my counselor brain be like, okay, let's unpack this. Like, I think that is something that we really need to look at, because that word choice is very intentional and it has a lot of weight behind it, which is probably why a lot of people had a visceral reaction to it. Because what do you mean it makes you look childish? And it honestly reminded me of, I think, like on Twitter, I saw this girl who said, I don't know if it makes sense, but it's like my natural hair just doesn't go with every outfit. And people were like, oh my God, I know, right? Like, that makes so much sense. And I was just like, what? Like, I feel like that statement is equally problematic, because what do you mean the hair that literally grows out of your scalp does not go with every outfit? Like, what does that mean? Now, I'm going to try to kind of understand what people are meaning when they say their natural hair makes them look childish. I think it does have a lot to do with how you wear your natural hair. For instance, if you wear your hair up in puffs a lot, I could see how that could make you look a little bit on the younger side. At least for me, like, whenever I wear my hair up in a puff, I always feel like I look a little bit more youthful versus when my hair is down like this. And also, I would say that the length of your hair also plays a major part. My hair is considered long. My hair is literally mid-back length when I straighten it. So even in its curly state, it's past my shoulders. So that does probably translate as a little bit older compared to if I had a short curly fro. But that's not to say that I haven't seen a lot of grown adults with short curly fros who still look grown. Like, I just feel like it has to do with your face. Like, I think it's your face that's making you look young, not necessarily your hair. But that's just my opinion. And I'll also say that it has to do a lot with like your makeup and what do you do as far as how much makeup you wear. I have found that a lot of natural haired women don't wear a whole lot of makeup. I don't know like what the correlation with that is, but even for me, I don't wear a whole lot of makeup. I wear foundation, eyeshadow, do my eyebrows. That's pretty much it. I don't do a whole lot of lashes unless I'm doing some special pictures or something, and that could contribute to me looking a little bit younger. But again, I just wouldn't attribute that to my natural hair solely. Like, I think it's like a whole total package. But let's just dissect a little bit this word choice of childish. So the counselor in me immediately went to one word, and that was insecurity. I know nobody wants to hear that. That's not going to be a popular opinion, but I think it has a lot to do with how secure you feel wearing your natural curly hair out. And wearing your natural curly hair is not common. Yes, I know we went through the whole entire natural hair movement and everybody was wearing their hair curly and embracing their natural hair. However, I would say that that is not quite as prevalent today in 2024. Yes, there are still a lot of women that are wearing their natural hair. Yes, most women nowadays are not getting relaxers. But if I was to go into a room of all black women, I would probably say 20% or less of those black women are going to have their natural curly hair out like this. Majority of them are going to probably have some type of protective style, whether that is a wig or weave, faux locks, braids, whatever. And I'll even add locks to this category, even though to me locks is still your natural hair, but it's not wearing it in its curly state. So I'm going to just add that over with the other group for now, just because locks have become a lot more common. And locks are easier than wearing your natural hair, just like any other protective style. And it is not uncommon for me to be the only black girl in the room with my natural curly hair out. So that is why I say that it is still relatively uncommon, and anything that's uncommon or anything that a lot of other people aren't doing is going to be uncomfortable, at least at first. People are uncomfortable wearing their natural hair out, period. And honestly, y'all, I get it. Like, when I first started transitioning to natural, it was hard. It was hard wearing my hair out. I had different textures going on. I did not really like the way that my hair was looking. It was very, very difficult. But I wore it out anyway. And eventually, I learned how to wear my hair. I learned how to style my hair. I learned how to take care of my hair and get it to look how I wanted it to look. But if I never ever wore it out because I didn't like the way I looked, I would have never got comfortable with it. So even though I feel like women are saying it makes them look childish, I think they're using it in a way of comparing it to other women. So if you walk into a room and all the women in the room have 50-inch bust down wigs and your hair is in a cute curly little fro, I could see how you would feel like, wow, I look different. This is uncomfortable. And maybe there's some part of us that's associating looking different with our curly hair with looking childish. So stay with me. If I don't feel comfortable wearing my hair out because maybe other women aren't wearing their hair out, or maybe my curly hair doesn't look like somebody else's curly hair and I'm not confident in it, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna find some reason not to wear my curly hair out. I'm gonna tell myself something so that I don't wear my hair out, so that I can justify wearing my hair in whatever way I'm preferring to wear it, right? And I'm gonna do that to take care of the cognitive dissonance. Nobody wants to say, I don't feel comfortable wearing my natural hair, or I feel insecure with my natural curly hair. So instead, we rectify that by finding a reason. And this particular reason that girl in that TikTok video found was that she feels like it makes her look childish. So the next thing that I would ask is, why do you think it makes you look childish? Again, that specific word choice is really, really important here. Is it because you, a black woman, associates straight hair with grownness and curly hair with childish? If we look back at our history, there has been a lot of association with straight hair being grown. I remember growing up, people would be like, oh, that little girl is too young to have her hair straight. She looks too grown, or she looks fast, because her hair was straight. Now, if we think about little white girls' hair is straight all the time. And nobody looks at them like, oh, they look grown. So why is it that we looked at little black girls and said they looked grown when they straightened their hair? Like, why is that? I think we really need to start unpacking these things. Because we have been conditioned to think that straight hair indicates adulthood, that is making us automatically associate our curly hair with looking like a child. And again, all of this is just going back to conditioning. It goes back to, how do we see ourselves and how do we perceive that others are seeing us? And also just unlearning a lot of these things from our childhood, unlearning things that our parents might have said to us or others around us have said to us. Natural hair in general is it's a type of embracing your full essence as a human being. The curls that are growing out of your head are your natural curls. Like, it's not just a hairstyle. It's not just, oh, I'm just choosing to be natural today. Like, no, I'm literally wearing my hair the way that it's supposed to be worn. But we're still viewing it as a hairstyle. I feel like we're still looking at it like, okay, if you're wearing your natural hair, you're making a statement and you are just going against the grain. And it's like, no, I just felt like wearing my hair the way that it grows. That's it. We just have to be honest about the fact that if all black women started to wear their hair in its natural state, it wouldn't really be a big thing anymore. Like, it wouldn't be an anomaly. It wouldn't be, oh my gosh, how did you get your hair like that? Because everybody's hair would be like that. Like, it would be literally a complete common occurrence to see a bunch of black women with their natural hair out. But until more of us begin to get comfortable wearing our curly hair out, it's going to still feel uncomfortable for us. It's still going to feel like I'm sticking out or I look different from my peers because it's not common yet. Like, I never feel odd or weird wearing my naturally curly hair because it's completely normal to me now. Nobody even expects my hair to be anything except curly. So now when I straighten my hair or when I get a protective style, it's like, oh wow, you did something different with your hair. Because this is how I always wear my hair. This is the normal. So I don't look childish or younger with my hair like this because this is how I always look. Like, does that make sense? I'm trying not to ramble, but yeah. So that is my opinion about this whole topic. Let me know what your thoughts are. I feel like this is one of those like controversial topics, and I want to make sure that y'all understand that I'm not knocking anybody. Wear your hair how you want to wear your hair, but I just really wanted to dissect the why behind why we say things. I think it's very interesting. I'm really interested in like the psychology behind how we think and how we speak about ourselves particularly. And I think it's just important that we discuss these topics. So again, chime in down below. I want to know what y'all think. So please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to share it, and also subscribe if you have not joined the clique yet. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.